Alright, so here's how to replace the battery on an A1502 MacBook Pro. So first you gotta remove the 10's pentalobe 1.2 screws on the outside. This one, the battery's like really bad, so it popped the lid up, but normally it'll be kind of held in place with these two latches, so you would kind of use some force to pry it up. Then you would remove these T5 screws. Remove that plate. You can pop this up, use like your nail or prying tool. To make it a little bit easier, you can remove the one here as well. So this is held in place with a latch. You move this tape out of the way, then you flip up the latch here. Once you flip that up, you can pull this out. Just wiggle it back and forth. There's a little adhesive under it. So you can see it's coming out. There we go. Remove that. And then you remove the speaker screws so that you can get this out, because these are held in place by a strong adhesive. So remove the 3 screws from here. You can move this out of the way. And remove the 3 screws from here. You can move that out of the way. And then to remove the batteries, I use this long spatula, and then I get it underneath the speaker and I just scrape under here. I already took it out, so it's easy, but it's gonna take some work. You're gonna have to use a lot of force. Do the same thing on the other side, underneath the speaker, and then just slide it underneath. You're gonna have to go like below and above. Make sure not to hit the area here and then under here, because if you break those, then you're gonna have to replace some extra stuff. Once you get that through there, there's also adhesive there, so you're gonna have to get underneath and then get underneath it's a little bit raised up for the trackpad, so you gotta lift it a little, and then you can pry under here as well. So once you get all of that removed, you're gonna have to remove one T5 screw here, and then just pop this out. Once you got all of that out, the battery should come out. If it's still stuck, you can lift it slightly and then just scrape underneath as well. And you just lift the battery out. And then this stuff you'll want to remove, otherwise the other battery won't stick very well. So just scrape all of this out. You can use the tool to scrape it out, and then if you want to clean off the residue, just use a little rubbing alcohol with a paper towel. Not too much that's dripping, just enough to wet it a little, and then you can clean all this up. Then once you finish that, put it back together, put the new battery in, reverse the process, and you're good to go. Then there's the wireless card here. I've shown in other videos how to remove those. They're all T5 screwdriver screws. Then the fan, same thing with these latches. Webcam cable. The screen for this, it has some adhesive underneath, so usually I use a needle to pull it up so that the adhesive comes up with the rubber pad and doesn't stick to the screws. Then there's the SSD, the LCD cable, I believe that's the keyboard backlight cable, and then there's the charging port here, and the speaker connectors are the same as the other MacBook. Then you got another cover to separate this board. This connector connects this board to the main board, and that's pretty much it. The RAM is underneath here. You can't replace that or upgrade it, but yeah. Alright,